전당대회는 힐러리의 대선 후보 수락 연설을 끝으로
The world literally converged in Philadelphia this week. The DNC in this presidential election may be taking place on U.S. soil, but people outside its borders are paying close attention.
We have so many things in common, and this country is very important, and we follow it very, very closely.
Talal Al-Haj works for Al Arabiya news channel based in Dubai.
Our countries are going through turmoil, whether it's economic, whether it's terrorist, whether it's political. Syria, Iraq, Libya are obvious examples. So what happens here, the leadership here, race is very, very important to the people of the area.
U.S. foreign policy is also on the minds of the Chinese, according to Bingru Wan of Hong Kong Phoenix TV.
Most of them actually favor Donald Trump because they think he's a businessman, so he's more practical. And Hillary Clinton has her reputation in China, so everyone knows about her. Everyone knows her policy when she was the Secretary of the State. So she's very tough on China, especially she's famous. Especially her pivot to Asia policy, which is very popular in Asian countries. But, from the Chinese perspective, this is a containment strategy. So they think Hillary Clinton is tougher than Donald Trump.
Also reporting during the Democratic convention, Rai News 24 in Italy, a country close to the U.S. and a NATO partner. Correspondent Liana Mistretta says the Clinton legacy is familiar to the Italians.
We had a good relationship with Bill Clinton at the time. We had a good relationship with her, our government, as a Secretary of State under Barack Obama. And if she's going to be president, she's going to be the first woman president. So this really has a big impact in the image that Italians have of America.
And from down under, Emma Dallimore of 7net Australia.
We don't have anything like that in Australia. Politics in Australia is pretty boring by comparison.
But beyond the show, the real issue this week was what the two presidential candidates represent.
I think the question with this election is Hillary Clinton represents, I guess, for Australia, somewhat of a known entity, perhaps a continuation of what we've seen with President Obama. But Donald Trump represents a question mark, an unknown. Will he tear up trade agreements? What will it do to the relationship with allies?
Now, even as the thousands of international journalists make their way back home, they'll still be watching on Election Day and over the next 4 years. Frances Coe, CCTV, Philadelphia.